everyone, welcome back to Valvetronic Designs. Now you guys see us, we do a bunch of different cars, from GT3 RSs to the Lotus Emira to Huracans to all this wild stuff. But a project that's been very close to our heart is the E46 M3 valve sport exhaust configuration. Behind me might just be the best sounding E46 M3 in the world. It's got three modifications. The first is a set of active auto work headers. They're the same as like the Megan Racing. They're the same actually as like the eBay headers. They're just specifically designed to be an equal length configuration, long runners as compared to the CSL headers or the factory headers. In the midsection, the car has a resonated equal length Sunbeam section 1. And now what that does is it equalizes the pulses from the headers, and as the exhaust comes back, runs into the section 2 and its small resonator, very smooth sound you get from that piece. But in the rear to tie it all together is our valve section 3. In this configuration, it is titanium, saving a ton of weight and really turning up the volume of this setup. If you come a little bit closer, I want to show you guys why this configuration is so special. We're actually using the stock section 2. There is some things online, people say you have to modify the whole exhaust. You actually don't. There's a couple different configurations and ways you can make your E46 M3 sound phenomenal, all of which includes the section 3, but keeping the stock section 2, the exhaust travels through the center resonator into the valve rear section. Now you'll see this configuration runs dual 2.5s into a single 3-inch, and then when the valve is open, it splits and goes out your quad E46 M3 style exhaust tips. When the valves are closed, the exhaust is routed through still 3-inch configuration into our center muffler. This is the same muffler design you see on our M5s and other systems. Hugely dynamic sound, but it keeps the flow up so you get good response. And then the exhaust cycles out and comes out the tips. Now there are tons of copies of this exhaust on the market, but no one does the valve flexibility like Valvetronic Designs. These pneumatic valves are a proprietary design with the valve flap suspended on 2 springs, so that doesn't matter how hot you get this valve, it's gonna operate and work great for you. And in terms of this configuration, the quad tips having their adjustments so you can get those tips staggered exactly as you like is how we like to do it. This system is offered in stainless steel or titanium. Titanium is for those who want a very, very unique look at the back of the car, these incredible 3.5-inch single wall tips. And if you want to go with the stainless as well, it's an incredible flexible option to get you the same type of sound. And combined with these mods, we feel it's the best sound configuration on the market. And a little bit later on, we're going to show you guys what happens when you take the resonators out of that Sunbeam section and it's a full free flow setup. It is wild. But in this video, we're going to showcase startup, revs, we're going to do some flybys, we're going to do hard accelerations, we're going to do our interior shots, of course, and lastly, we're going to round it all together and put a GoPro on the rear bumper so you guys know exactly how good your E46 M3 could sound with this exhaust configuration. I'm stoked. This car looks reasonably spectacular in brown with these polished wheels. Let's get to it. right, people, inside the E46 M3, you guys know the configuration in terms of sound right now. I'm gonna close the exhaust, and we're gonna drive around and let the vehicle warm up, as we always do. But it's very important, this sound configuration is so special. The valve's closed, it literally sounds like a bone stock E46 M3 in here. There's no drone, no unwanted frequencies. Everybody loves to say, oh, I got the Super Sprint, bro, I got this, I got that. Nothing is gonna be as special and as flexible as this sound. The sound quality is so good. You could get in this E46 M3 with this exhaust setup, drive across the country, no drone. 80 miles an hour, 3,000 RPM. It sounds like I'm in church in here. It's super quiet, very refined, but that sounds like a bone stock E46 M3. Once the light goes green here, we'll open it up and show you really how special this setup is. That's closed. And now, huge sound change from open to closed. It has like an RB sound. It's very exotic. Listen. It's so smooth. There's like no rasp too. So much more musical than anything else out there. That mid-range is so much more enticing than it was before. I'm gonna stop talking now, just listen. Pop.